So another week, although this particular episode is going to be 2 weeks because half term is going to happen. Still struggling as to how to put proper exercise into my day since moving to the co-work space. Figured this was worth a go. So basically I walk the kids to school and then have been for a run home, shower, walk back into the office. So hopefully that'll work. Well, that's cool. I've had a lot of conversations to get to this point, but got a really fun project, something that we've not done before. I wish I could talk about it and I can't, and it's really annoying. Today I've just realised it's basically all just been spent on Being Freelance stuff, but then sat there thinking, how do I make the most of all of this? How do I get more people to watch these videos, but also to spread knowledge of the podcast as well? My head's all over the place this week because I keep thinking about Being Freelance, as in the podcast and these videos, like how can I do them better, or rather how can I promote them better? Like that's a job in itself, and it's like it's not a great use of my time, and there's so much more else I could do with it, and like all of these things tumbling around in my head. It's yeah, I need to figure it out. Man, so there is 1 week done, and now it's time for half term. This half term I am working 2 days while my wife is off with the kids, and then the middle day they are in a club, the kids that is, while I'm working, but I have 2 full days off where it's just me and them. So yeah, that's it really. Work, play, work, play. So suddenly it's Friday. Started the day with a nice run at about 7 o'clock because my wife has got the day off today. And I am now heading into work in the co-work space. It's 9 a.m. and I'm going to work there until about 4 o'clock, and then I'm heading into London because for this weekend I'm going to a conference. This may not surprise you. Ever since my trip to York, I've always booked the DoubleTree hotels because they give you a free cookie when you check in. But the thing is, it always makes me think, what can we as freelancers do to make our clients feel special when they sign on with us, when we start a project or when we finish a project? Like, what can we do for that customer experience? And come to think of it, while we're on the thing of customer experience, when I picked up my lanyard, my pass for the conference, inside my bag, a Youpreneur Summit, which is what I'm going to, advent calendar, t-shirt, pen, a notebook, an idea catcher. It looked like a notebook, but it's an idea catcher. One thing I will say though is earlier on, I posted a video in the conference Facebook group, and in it I said, I'm always a bit rubbish at saying hello to people, and I got responses to that, which turned out there were 2 people I've interviewed for the podcast, and 1 listener within minutes got in touch saying, I'm coming, let's go find them. Such a fun night to start with. Thank you very much to Julia from Germany, who was the first person to say hello, and after that I was okay. We had a lot of fun. So Youpreneur Summit is mainly people who are making businesses online and based around their own personal brands, which is why it interests me so much, because of course as freelancers our personalities are what make us money along with our skills. And there's been loads of really interesting talks, some inspiring but also some which are full of really useful tools or new ways of thinking of things. But as ever, and I've seemed to say this so often in my videos, it's the people, meeting people from all around the world. It's like over 30 countries, 350 people. The trouble with this sort of event is that you can have so many ideas that you end up doing nothing. So at lunch break on day 2, we were kind of saying, right, what one thing is it that we can do next? And so I came up with something, and she came up with something, and we have written it in our diaries.
Podcast repurposing, has Steve done it? So in 1 month time, on the 4th of December, and if he's not, he's going to get a kick out.
And one of the interesting things I never thought I'd get was they did this thing where it's like a mastermind session. So let's say there's 8 people on a table. Each person had 5 minutes each to, give an issue about their business, and then everybody would try and, help. And I honestly didn't think that would be that useful. Like, I've never been in a mastermind before. I certainly didn't think 5 minutes would be enough, but it really was. And it was such a great way to get to know people, but also help people so quickly and efficiently. 5 minutes, it turns out. It's great. And they did that on both the Saturday and the Sunday. But yeah, the people, chatting to them in the breaks, over lunch, we went out for dinner. This is the biggest event that I've been to, the most money I've spent, investing in my own, learning or networking or whatever. But the fact that people are flying from Australia to be here and America goes to show what a good one it is. And there's not many things like this in the UK. It was a really big deal. And I loved it, really enjoyed it. Far more than I thought I would. My energy never lagged. And it really has helped me unpick that mess which is in my head, a little bit. It's still a lot to do, but it's a start. And I'm definitely a much better place at the end of this week than I was at the end of last. What a way to end half term.